to part 2 of Figment the Imagination Dragon. So, where do we leave off? That's right, the comic book. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a physical copy of the comic book, but I did download it, and I did read it. There's 2 parts to it, Figment 1 and Figment 2. Before we begin part 2, make sure you hit that like button, thumbs up, and right there. Click, 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 click. Did you click it? It says subscribe. Click it. Please. Both are 2 6-issue series. I have a couple, screenshots. But yeah, so the comic book takes place at this university in London in 1910, and this, scientist who, what's his name? Name's right here. I gotta look back up real quick. Makes this invention that uses your mind for power. And when he uses the machine, he accidentally creates Figment. And then him and Figment get sucked into this machine. They end up in Imagination Land, which makes me think more like, South Park. Is that where South Park got that from? Holy crap. I'll try to find out this guy's office, and it's really funny. And at one point he goes, "Oh, you got a lot of books. Will you read me a story?" So he's kind of like, a child, because he's like, new. He was just created, so he doesn't really know a lot of stuff. So it's kind of funny, and, arguing back and forth, and, trying to do all these childish things, and the professor's like, just stop. So now, this professor, scientist, and Figment are trapped in Imagination Land, trying to find a way out. They meet some other creatures and stuff. Backtrack before they get sucked into the machine. When you read it, it's really good. Alright, so the going through Imagination Land, they, make all these fantastic creatures and, story, blah blah. They're trying to figure out how to get back. The world we have. One of the other professors at the university puts on the helmet that he's using to try to, turn off the machine because it sucked in Professor and Figment, and he's trying to shut it off. But his imagination brings out this giant robot. That robot, starts attacking London and trying to take over. So we have 2 separate storylines, kind of traveling the same. And Figment and Professor have no idea what's going on. So in the Imagination Land, the 2 of them are in a huge bind, and they can't get out. They're in this, nightmare land. So now, Professor needs to figure out how to use imagination to its full extent. And by doing that, he becomes the Dream Finder. Saves Figment, saves this other companion that they found along the way. Other 2 companions. This dog thing, and then this alien dude. Fairy looking thing. So they escape Nightmare, and then they get back to London, and they see London in ruins, and they're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" So they're fighting this robot and trying to figure it out. They use their imagination power to defeat the robot. But then that sends the Dreamfinder and Figment back onto this other dimension, imagination land where they, go on. Eventually, they get out, and we see Spaceship Earth in the distance. And that's where the first series ends. The next series, shows them going to this university that has Spaceship Earth on it. It's not actually Epcot. They just need to throw that in there. And they get to this university, and they're like idols. This university is like has a statue of them erected and all this stuff. And you find out that the whole alien fairy dude has been working at the university all this time, and now they're like in present day. So they went into the future to his university, and Dreamfinder tries to show these university students on how his machine works, and it ends up bringing out doubt and creates this monster known as Doubtfinder. So now they have to try to fight this monster, and it's just a whole big fiasco. And then we find out that the Dreamfinder's great granddaughter has a huge imagination. So she is found by Figment, and they go to university to try to, save the Dreamfinder because he's in trouble. And one really cool, this little scene right here, she's walked through the hallway, and you can see a couple pictures of villains on the wall. You got Maleficent, Hades, Captain Hook. It's kind of cool. So then, this little girl uses her imagination to defeat the Doubtfinder and save the Dreamfinder. And then the end of the story, they're like, hey, we want you to, stay with us at this university and, teach these students. And of course, Dreamfinder goes, nope, me and Figment are going on an adventure. And then they sail off. I know I didn't explain it too well, but trust me, it was a good story. So, with all that being said, just a little comic book and the other video. If you're wondering why I'm just talking about a Figment comic book out of nowhere, make sure you check out the video link down below for the other video, part 1. This is part 2. So, I want to know your thoughts on the Figment comic book. Comment down below if you've read it. And let me know if you think they should make a movie based off the comic book. At least part 1. I'd rather see part 1 than part 2. That's just me, but you can do both parts and put up the hype a little bit more. So, I also want to know what your thoughts are on Figment exactly. And let me know if you watched those shorts that I mentioned in the first one. So yeah, that's Figment. That's everything you can find on Figment. The shorts, the comic book, the ride. If there's anything on Figment that, I didn't find, comment down below. And, let me know anything in Figment that you know of that I didn't know of. I know there's a ton of merchandise. I'm not getting into that. It's totally different ballpark. I actually have a Figment hat. I'll lap to it. With that being said, make sure you comment down below I'll see you next time.